So, hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Cindy Gast, and I will be your Zoom host for the evening. I'm the president of our Charlottesville, USA Dance Chapter, and on behalf of our entire board, it's my pleasure to welcome each one of you to our free Zoom class. We are very pleased to welcome Vladislav Dolya and Veronika Boryseiko, otherwise known as Vlad and Nika. Tonight's dance class is Samba. Vlad began his dancing career in the Ukraine when he was 5 years old. He has won the Ukrainian national championship 15 times, 5 times world championship, and 3 times European championships. He won first place in open professional ballroom dance competition in Atlanta, Georgia, and earned top placements in other open pro ballroom dance competitions in the US. In Beijing in 2014, Vlad won the World Championship and IDSA World Championship. He was a finalist in and has won competitions throughout Austria, Germany, the United Kingdom, Slovenia, Moldova, Italy, France, and the Netherlands. A list of multiple additional accomplishments in 2006, 2007, and 2013 can be found on the studio website. All along, he worked through his formal education. He is a graduate of the National University of Physical Education and Sport of Ukraine in Kiev. Vlad has more than 15 years of teaching experience and currently enjoys instructing students from entry level up to USA Dance national team members. And he is a well-sought after instructor by many Pro-Am students competing from bronze through open gold level. Vlad teaches both in Richmond and in Charlottesville and is one of the owners of Charlottesville Ballroom. Veronika began her dancing career when she was 7 and has competed in high-level competitions around Europe. She too is a graduate of the National University of Physical Education and Sport of Ukraine in Kiev. She put her competitive career on hold to enter the university and has been rewarded with remarkable success for this choice. After earning her bachelor's degree in PE, she accepted an invitation from the university for the master's program, during which she gained elaborate experience in teaching dance in preparation for earning a doctorate in sport and dance. Today, she draws on a decade of rich teaching experience of dance to children. At the age of 16, she began her work in the Kiev public school system as a teaching artist. She is known for the special pride she takes in communicating and teaching the joy of dancing to students in grades 1 through 5. She shares her knowledge by teaching children and adults interested in competing in the International 10 Dance, a curriculum that includes both standard and Latin dancing. She also teaches fun and easy social dancing to adults, such as salsa, swing, hustle, and merengue, plus traditional American-style social dances like foxtrot, waltz, and tango. Nika also teaches both in Richmond and in Charlottesville at Charlottesville Ballroom. Hi, guys.
Hello. Hi. Good evening, everybody. We're so happy to see you all. And first of all, we'd like to say a huge thank you to USA Dance Charlottesville Chapter and Cindy for having us today. We feel very privileged to share with you our knowledge in Samba. And I think that you all a little bit prepared for that. So we'll not go very deep into a history of the dance. We'll just tell you that the Samba is a Brazil dance that we would like to dance a little bit with you today. Today, we would like to share with you key actions in the Samba that you can combine them into different moves. And I think it will be very, very beneficial to talk a little bit about the technique as well. So first of all, we would like to start with one of the main Samba actions, which is called a bounce action. And I'm very happy to have Nika with me today that she will demonstrate while I will talk. So first of all, we will ask you to all stand up and dance with us. This is not theory class. We'll dance, we'll move, we will enjoy the music all together. So put your weight on your right foot. We need to stay a little bit further away. Yes, and what we will do, we will bend our standing knee. Yes, now I know that all of you already experienced dancers, so I can use the word like a standing leg, like a standing side. It's all makes sense for you. Yes, the standing leg is the one that we're keeping our weight on. So we will bend it. Now, this is the first, and all the actions that I will talk about today, or me or Nika, we will divide it into a level of difficulty. So this is the first level of difficulty, and you can choose which one you want to try, which one you can do with in your body. Thank you, Dolly. So we're bending our standing knee, and then we're changing the weight to our left knee. Yes, I will ask Nika to turn side to you, please, and I will still facing to you. And we will continue to do the bounce action. Now, if we will go to a level of difficulty 2 or B, choose the one that you like more, I start to turn my hips and to change the plane of my hips. Yes, so now I feel that my ab muscles start to contract. They start to do a crunch, 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 and change the weight. Crunch, 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 and change the weight. Crunch. Now, what is very important when you're doing all the kind of actions is that you're not involving your shoulders today. Yeah, so all actions that we will do, we will maintain a beautiful posture. So all your bouncy actions, you have to keep your spine, you have to keep especially your neck stretched. Yes, and don't add any tension to the top. We most of the time will work today in first and second level of difficulty with the lower part of the body. When we increase the level, we will start to involve our shoulder blades as well. Yes, so why don't we try to do it with the music? And what I will also ask you today is that we will start all figures demonstrating with you and for you so you can look at us in the beginning. And then please continue to do them so we can run to the camera and we can give you some feedback. If we will see if you would like to switch on your cameras, we can give you some feedback about the general mistakes or something that you can improve. Yes? So I'll play a samba music. Please check your speakers. And the count will be 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. On number we will make a contraction, and on end we will do a releasing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and after 8 we will change the weight. So next 8 we will start on another foot, on another leg. You can choose which leg you want to start with. Nika will start on her right leg, and we need a little bit to move on further away then. Yes, samba music, please. 5, 6, please begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, continue, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Excellent. Awesome, well done. Well done, very good, very good. So let's move on. We have so many things that we would like to share with you today, so we will have to move very quick from one figure to another. And please, if you have a question, I think Cindy already mentioned that, write them in the chat, and anytime that Cindy will see a question, please ask us. We very like questions. We really want to hear your thoughts, and we would like to make it more, not like we're only talking to you today, also want to hear your questions. So we will move on to the same bouncy action, but we will increase the level of difficulty. Yeah, so we will still keep our 2 feet to the side, but this action, we will start to involve a third dimension. Yeah, so if before we did just forward and release, now we will start to turn our hips as well. Yes. Now, what I will ask you, all our actions still will be built under a super stretched body. Yeah, so before we will discuss something, I want that you all stretch your body. Now, what we will do first of all, we will move to our right side, and I will turn my hips away from the side where I will move to. So if I'm moving to the right, let me turn back to you. Nika will be facing to you. If I will go to the right, I will turn my hips to the left. Now I will bend my knee, my right knee, or the knee that I will move towards, and I will keep my 3 legs straight. So I will have a very strong side. Yes, very good. Very strong side. So if you look at Nika, she keeping her arms to the side. If you want, you can do the same just to feel the space, just to feel that your arms are not somewhere down. So she moving to her right side and she keeping her left leg straight and she rotating her hips to the left. Yes. The next action that she will do, she will move her hip towards the standing leg and rotate it. And while she's moving her right hip to the side and rotate, her standing leg becomes straight. Yes, and then she continues to turn her hip and, no, we just move on the side actually. Yes, hip, and then she will go to the left side and again bend her left knee. So our hips, and we will move on, we will rotate our hip, and now we're ready to do it again. So our hips are executing figure 8 or infinity sign. Yes, like infinity sign by rotation and moving towards your standing knee. Always I'm moving my hips away from the knee that I'm moving. Yes, and one of the very exciting and important things about a samba that I'm moving towards my bend standing knee. Yeah, this is kind of like a signature of the samba, especially if you will take them among all international style Latin dances that we are discussing today. So one more time, arms to the side. Yes, I will ask Nika to turn sideways to you. And we'll all go to the right. So rotate your hip and go to your right foot, switch the way. And to the left, switch your hip. And to the right, switch your hip. And left, and right, and left, and right, and left, and right, and left, and right, and left, and right. Wonderful. You're doing it absolutely great. So we would like to give you another level of difficulty on top of this figure. We will involve our shoulder blades. So shoulder blades is the beautiful tool that help us to stay balanced and to produce even more power during our dance. Power or efficiency, it's up to you. It's the way that you will look at it. So what I will do, I will move my, if I will ask Nika to turn back to you, put her 2 arms to the side. So you all know what is a shoulder blade. This is 2 parts that are symmetrical on 2 sides of our body. Now, when you will move your hip, Nika start to do it to the right. So now her shoulder blade is moving towards her hip. And when she's turning her hip, she starts to involve another shoulder blade. So the image that I like to describe is that I'm thinking that my side is squeezing a toothbrush, you know, like a toothpaste. You're squeezing, so you're taking 2 sides, and then you're moving to another side, and then you're changing it, and then you go to the side, and then you're changing. Now, what this actually will give us, what it will help us except producing the power, it will keep our shoulders parallel to the floor. Yes, and make our top line very calm and very stretched. Yeah, so if we, sometimes with Nika, we're judging competitions, and we see a lot of people who start to dance with their shoulders, and they get tired very easy and very fast. So this involving of your shoulder blade will help you a lot to keep your shoulders parallel to the floor.
Yeah, and always you can feel that you're really unbalanced. I mean, like when you use, like after I rotate my hip and my shoulder blade goes down, of course I feel like now I'm balanced and I'm ready for my next step.
Why don't we try it with the music? Now, if you have a dance partner, at home, of course, yes, of course, at home, for dance, we will take a double hand hold, and we will move towards the same side. So leaders, you will move to your right side. Followers, you will move to your left side. Yes, and I will play a samba music for us We'll start all together. I will demonstrate with Nika. You can look at us, but I would like that you continue. Don't stop when we will finish. I would like to look at you also doing with us that action. 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Excellent. Please give yourself a big round of applause. You did very good. Now, as we discussed with you this action, we would like to develop it into a whisk figure. First of all, what I have to tell you is that there is a lot of styles of doing same figures and even different styles of the technique of the same moves. We would like to share with you the one that we believe in and the one that we are doing. So if you ever will hear other options, please don't think that one is correct, one is wrong. It's just like different schools, different flows, different styling of the figures. Yes. And we will also give you several options of the same figure. So we'll move on to the whisk. And we'll start with the figure whisk for the people who just first 5, 6 years in a dancing. And we will develop it from our side action. And this type of the whisk, we will call with accent to our knee action. So we all will start on our left knee and we'll go to the right. Yes. So we will change the weight to our right foot and we will make our bounce action, the exercise that we just started with. 1.
2 soft knee.
2 soft knees. And my knees are pointing in alignment where my toes are. This is a safety thing. So my knees will be bending towards my toe. Don't try to open them. Don't try to move them inside. This is very not safe for your knees and for us. Safety is very important during dancing. So we're doing a side step 1. Then we're straightening our standing right knee and we're crossing our left foot behind our standing knee. And now, if you feel balanced and confident, rise on your 2 toes. If you don't feel comfortable by rising up, keep your front foot flat. It was count and now we will go forward to our right foot on count number 2. And we will again make a bounce action, 2. Before we'll start our second half, we need to straighten our standing knee and side step. 1, again, 2 bend knees. We're straightening our standing knee, crossing behind with our right foot. And again, or 2 toes, there will be more advanced version, or keep your front foot flat. It was count and I will go forward 2. I will ask Nika to stay sideways to you and I will be facing to you. And we'll do it a little bit faster, starting to the right. And side 1, cross behind and return 2, up and side 1, straight to a knee and 2 and 1 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 and 2. Very good, very good. So I start to a little bit to speed up, and you're supposed to feel that we start to do this like a pumping action in our standing knee. This is very important for the samba, to feel that action in your standing knee. Okay, will we go to the second option, which is a little bit more advanced? Yeah, so level of difficulty number 2. We're changing the volume, we're changing the level of difficulty. Yeah, so the second one, we'll call it with accent on your hip actions. The first one, we were accenting the crunch. The second one, whisk, we will more pay attention to our hips. Yes, so first of all, we'll start again with the left foot. And we will start to rise up before the side step and side action. What I would like to pay attention to, that I'm keeping my left hip up. So I'm literally crunching my left side, or the side that I was pushing away. Now I'm releasing my hip and it goes to the foot. And I'm finishing the hip pendulum into a straightening of my knee. And this is a additional count that Nika will later pay more attention to the count and numbers, and she will give you very clear numbers per step. Now I'm crossing behind and I'm replace the weight to the front foot, 2, a little bit speeding up, and keep my hip 1 and 2 and 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 1 and 2. Very good. Well done. Now, do we have any questions?
Vlad, there is one question from Chantel. In the whisk, how much figure 8 should be in it? But then she also indicates that you were just answering the question. So you might want to just touch on that. How much figure 8 should be in the whisk?
Okay, Chantal, thank you very much for your question. We are very happy to hear your questions. Now, when we're talking about whisk and figure 8, I'm using 1/2 of the 8, like 8 consists of 2 loops. So the first one that I'm using for 1/2. Let's demonstrate it on the Nika. It's good that we have her with us today, so I can talk more while she's demonstrating. And side. So this is her 1/2 of the 8, cross behind and 2. And this is the second 1/2 and 2. So we're using 1/8, 1/8.
It depends how you would like to count. So it depends from your option. We usually use 2 of them. First one, which Vlad told before. The second option can be like the same 8, but we will start like first part 1, then you will go and this was the second and 2. So one more time. The first part is when we go to our left leg. So here it will start 1, and the second part will go to the right side. 2.
So correct answer is that you can do it with 1/8, so 1/2 and 1/2, or you can do it with 8s to each 1/2.
It's really very difficult to answer this question because it depends of, like from level which you would like to dance.
Yep.
It's really very difficult for people who just start in dance to give all information for one lesson. That's why we would like to explain everything, like every stairs. First, it's like our knees work. The second, like just 1/2 of our knees, our hips work, like 1/2 of the 8, and then just knees work. Next level, it will be like, we need to show full 8. So we will do 1/2, and then the second. Here will be the second and second. The same, 1/2 and second. This is our answer.
Good. Yes, I hope we give you answer. If still it's not clear, we can say it. We can even talk more about it. But I think that we will move on to the next type of the whisk. Darling, we need a little bit to stay further away so people can see our feet. And we will move to our Ronde Whisk. This is more about the styling, less about the technique, but when you will have a chance a little bit to show off, this is the option that you definitely want to have in your pocket. So we will go to our right leg again, right side, and we will do a ronde with our free leg, the one that we pushed away. So we're doing the side, and now it will be just a 1/4 of the radius, and I will cross it behind. 2. And side, ronde, cross forward. And side, ronde, cross forward. Now, the styling is not related to two types of execution that we gave you before. Yeah, so the one that we gave you before, one, it still can be done into a ronde, and again into the ronde, or with the hip action. One, we still can do a ronde. One, we still can do a ronde. Yes? Very good. Would you like to try with the ronde? If yes, wave to me, please. If not, we will move on to the next one. Okay, why don't we try a little bit, just a tiny bit with the ronde before we'll move on to a grande ronde whisk. So with the music, please, Nika is demonstrating. A little bit further
Side?
away.
What
Yes, I think it will be side to see the ronde. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wow, excellent. Very good. Yes, and I see that Cliff and Kate, I don't know, or intentionally or not intentionally, went into the next type of the whisk that we were going to discuss with you. This is the whisk with full body turn away from the dance partner. Yeah, so if the previous version, we kept our two bodies parallel to each other, we did it still facing like we very like each other. Now the new option that we will do, we will turn away quarter or 90 degrees towards the side that we came from. Yes, and in this case, we don't like each other anymore. I mean, we acting like that. Of course, we still like each other when we dance with the body. So let's discuss a little bit more. Now, we will keep our weight on the left leg. Right leg will be ready, will be available to make a side step. We'll make a side pushing action, and I will open my left side. Whoa, ta-dam. And again, first of all, I need to rise up. Now, I can rise up and make a quarter of the turn right away, or I can delay it and make a step forward and then turn more. Of course, you might guess that the first option was easier. The second was more advanced. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you cannot try the difficult one. Please try. Just be very careful, and especially be careful if you're dancing on a carpet. Yes, we highly recommend, if you have a carpet at home, take it away if you can move it away. Yes, some people have like a carpet flooring, so don't take it away, keep it there. Just be very careful when you will dance on the surfaces that not allow you to twist a lot. So why don't we do the most difficult ronde version together with the dance partner and with the music. All together, we'll start all together, and then I would like to see that you doing it. And for people who will dance it together with the partner, we will a little bit change the hold. So from the classic close samba position, we will switch to 2 shoulder blades. So I can very easy open my arms when I'm opening my side. Yes, and my free arm is just going to the side. We'll not concentrate too much on our arm styling in the whisks, but we will also discuss it later in other figures. So I'm playing the music and we're doing a ronde whisk. Leaders, you will start to your right side. Followers, you will start to your left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Very good. The other thing that we very like to do with Nika, we like to give a homework. Because I think that a lot of dancing happening not during the lessons or classes, it's happening after or before. So when you're practicing at home, when you're dancing at home, when you're dancing in the shower, when you're dancing in the kitchen, that's the best time to practice. So we would like to recommend you to do a small routines of these different types of the whisks. Yes, and it's totally up to you how you will combine them because they all have the same side steps. So you can combine and start off, for example, with the bounce type of the whisk and bounce, and then we can do with the hip action more, and then we can do with the hip action more, and then we can do with the first type of the ronde when it's just the leg and when it's just the leg, and then we can go into a grande ronde, big one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and I think I will ask Taylor to help us to write the name of this or to write down the types of the whisk that we spoke into the chat. So you can have it, and Taylor, one more time, I'll repeat that this is the type of the whisk when we make an attention to our knees or bounce. The second type was the hips, when we were more concentrating on our hip action. Then the third one was 2 types of the ronde, and the fourth one was or will be with underarm turn of the follower. So this is the most difficult one. The most exciting one is when our followers, ladies, will do an underarm turn. Yes, would you like to tell a little bit more about underarm turn?
So underarm turn, it will be really very close what we danced before. So ladies, you will start on our left leg and we should go up and 1. Our left hip should be higher. 1. Now, and it's moment when my hip will go to the right and my right knee should be straight. Let's do one more time. And 1. And after this, we will go up. From left leg, we will go cross diagonal. On our left leg, we will have turn. And then on our right leg, we will go forward.
Good. Let me move Nika a little bit further. She want to be really close to you guys. We all miss you so much with the quarantine, so we literally want to jump and hug you all. So Nika, we still need to keep a safe distance.
One more time.
Doing a Zoom.
1 and from left leg, we will go forward diagonal. Turn next. Turn, and to our right leg, we will go forward. 1 and 2. The count was. Let's do one more time. And 1 and 2. 2. Can we repeat one more time, please?
I think we should. One more time.
One more time. And 1 and step. 2. With partner, it will be a little bit easier, and I would like to show with Vlad, so it will be easier to understand where in this moment will be our leader and where we will have our turn, in which direction, I mean.
First of all, I have to tell a few words about the most ever difficult steps for the leader that we can have. We will have just a regular whisk. So our main goal will be to give support to our dance partner so she can execute her turn the best way that she can. So we'll go to our left side with double hand hold. We can do it from double hand hold. We can do it from open arm, or we can do it from close hold. But the key thing that on step number 1 to the side, we have to release our leader's right arm, follower's your left arm. So this is the signal to the follower that now something extremely exciting will happen. 1 and 2, and we come back to face position. We can close it to a closed position. Now I will tell her that maybe there will be a regular basic, after which one I will do again underarm R2, or I can keep it open again, and she will do the same thing to other side. It's totally my decision. Maybe, if she will allow me to make the decision, of course. Any questions about underarm turn? If everything
no questions.
No questions? Wonderful. Okay, so we will move on because we have a lot of figures that we'd like to discuss with you today. And the next one will be stationary samba walks. You know, with the pandemic, a lot of dancing moved away from the big ballroom to the home. So we would like to talk with you today a little bit more about stationary figures. Because you all know that the samba is the dance that we progress in around the floor, not across the floor, around the floor. And we also can mix it with the stationary figures, which we more discussing today. So first of all, we would like to start with the first level of difficulty. And we will increase it step by step. Yes, we will start with our, then you choose the left one. Yes, so we will keep our weight on the soft left standing leg. Yes, yes. What we'll start with, we'll straight the leg, and now you might hear that we're using a lot of additional counts like and numbers itself. This all makes samba more exciting and more packed with actions. So listen to us very careful. We'll try to give you a lot of additional beats. So we're starting again on the left leg, very soft, right leg is straight. Between 2 and 1, we'll straight our knee, and we'll change the weight. 1. So now we're standing on our right leg. Between 1 and 2, we'll put additional count, which we'll call end. And my left back, end. And I will bend my right knee on count number 2. So as you might guess, on numbers, we have our standing knee soft. On 1, on 2, we keep them soft. On beats between that we call an and or a, we keep them straight. So that's how we achieve that image of the samba. Yes, and I see that Kate is demonstrating that. That's very good, Kate. Well done. Yes, that's exactly what we need. One more time, please. Keep the weight on the left leg, slightly soft. And we will start with additional count and replace the weight. 1. Move your left leg back and bend your front knee. 2. And now we're ready to do the second half again, straightening. And 1. And then we're moving our right foot back and bend your knee. 2. And we finish the cycle of stationary samba walks. Yeah, so we can do them over and over and over and over again. So we would like to show it to you. Before we'll try it, we'll show it to you with Nika, how they will look with the dance partner. Yes, so we will do a double hand hold, and our legs will be mirrored. So if I'm standing on my right leg, Nika will start on her left leg. And first thing that we'll do on number 1, we will switch the weight. 1. And then we'll move our legs back. And so now you see that with Nika, we have a mirror. So she's mirroring me. I'm trying to mirror her. Of course, I'm not that pretty as she is, so she's more successful with mirroring me. And we're replacing the weight to the front foot. 2. Yes, and then straightening of the standing knee and replace the weight. 1. Open your feet back and 2. Now it's your turn to do that a little bit faster, and Nika will still demonstrate while I will talk and I will look at you. So choose the leg that you would like to start with. We'll start with count number 1. And before that, I will give you additional count and that you can use to straight your standing leg and collect your moving leg. And 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2. Awesome. I think we got it. So why don't we try with the music, please? And I see that we have something in the chat. Do we have any questions? Okay, Taylor making a wonderful note. Thank you very much, Taylor.
Yes, no questions. It was Taylor's note that you asked him to make.
Very good. You're saving my life. Otherwise, if I will start taping, we'll need another lesson today. I'm very slow. Can you do it up to speed? Of course, we'll try to do it with the music, and then we will try a little bit to speed up. Why don't we do it all together? We'll start with Nika first, and then I will look at you. 5, 6, please begin. And 1, and 2, 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 1, and 2, 1, a 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 2. Good. I see a question. Good. So we have a question. And Cindy, would you like to? Yes,
yes. The question is from Trang. Is your weight divided or in the back?
Good. Awesome. Very good question, Trang. Thank you very much. So let's talk about dividing of the weight between 2 feet. Now, first of all, as we just starting, we're keeping 100% of the weight in our soft front leg. There's a small amount of the weight behind that we still allow supporting us, giving us some balance. And we can also use it to push our body forward a little bit. Yes, and of course, we can talk about different levels of difficulty. Let's start with the easiest one. So I'm keeping 100% of the weight on my standing leg. Of course, Nika, give me a look, because in difficult level, we have to compress into our moving leg as well. Then I'm replace the weight, change the weight. I still compress with my free leg a little bit. Now, when my back leg is flying up, I'm trying to keep 50-50. Nika? Yes.
50-50 sometimes for ladies who dance in high heel, it will be less. So the percent between, it will be not between 2 legs. For me, what works usually. So when I dance in very high heels, 70% my weight on my left leg and just 30 on my back leg. Because I need more, I need time, because like in Samba, we have not full count everywhere. We don't have 1, 2, 3. We have 1 and 2. So full, half, full. That's why my back step will be just half. That's why like it should be 50-50 or less. It depends what will work for you.
Now, I think I also would like to add that I'm not trying to move my top between 50-50. I keep in my top still to my partner, but my hip is flying back to create 2 straight knees. So I think in my feet 50-50, but because the majority of the top weight staying over the front foot, that's how you're creating that 70-30. And of course, when you're replacing the weight on count number 2, you have the biggest amount of the weight over the front foot, and you're using your back leg to create a strength in your side. That's what makes that Samba image. Yes, and then of course, when you start to collect in it, you're using compression to keep connection with the floor and to feel the floor. Yes, we start with the very basic, and then we went all the way into compression to the floor, which is way more advanced level.
Because it depends from which level we're dancing. It depends like what percent of our weight where we will have. Like usually for people who just learning first steps. We don't have, we didn't tell anything, we don't tell anything about like weight. So very important to understand that we need to collect, replay the weight, open leg, hip, change the weight. About the percent, I agree with Vlad, it should be 50-50, but always this part should be forward. If we'll go like, if we go full step backward.
We just don't have time for that. So as more time you have, as more transition of the weight you can do. As less time you have, as less you can travel to other leg, especially if you're using A2, N2, that kind of Samba style transitions.
And I'm really very happy that we can show it for you, like how it will look in couple. So then you can see that we always, this part is always together. Like we have one, and so this is like what we will have, but still I'm really with Vlad. And two, and one, and two, and.
Yes, and as we already start to talk about advanced questions, which is about transferring of the weight, I think we also need to discuss with you technical aspects of advanced version of stationary Samba walks. Yes, it will be very quick because we have something else for you today and we will be running out of the time. But the advanced version of the Samba walks will be more related to the hip action over the standing leg that you can do before you move your foot, and again, how you move in your hip towards your standing leg, and then you change in it to another one, and then you move it back and forward. So this is again that figure 8 that we discussed with you in a whisk. That's why we started our class with the figure 8 that later we will put into all, not all, maybe 80% of our Samba moves. Yes, so why don't we try to do it with the music? Stationary Samba walk. If you have a dance partner, please invite him or invite her to dance with you. And we will start with Nika in the front of you. You can try level 1 difficulty, level 2 difficulty, and just keep up, continue to dance when we'll stop and we'll look at you. So with music, please, playing. 5, 6, please begin. Excellent job. And I see that some of you found a dance partner in your apartment. This dance partner was a wall.
And that is a great idea. It's really great idea.
So if you have a wall at home, if you're lucky enough to have a wall at home, you can dance with the wall, the stationary Samba walk, and don't overuse the dance partner. Otherwise, if you have the real one in the front of you, you will expect from him or from her same amount of the muscle tone, which is a little bit difficult. So, any questions related to the Samba, stationary Samba walks? Or we can move on to the next figure that we prepared for you.
I don't see any more questions right now.
Excellent. Or everything is clear or nothing is clear at all. I hope the first version. Okay, so we will move on to the next move that we prepared for you today. And this is the Boryseiko. Now, Boryseiko can be executed 2 ways, and we will share with you both of them. Yeah, so first of all, we will discuss with you through the Volta action. And we all will start with the weight on our left leg, and right foot will be on your side, on the side. So the first action that I will do, I will use our count between 8 and 1, and I will go up on my standing foot. That will help me to collect my free leg. And my right leg will overcross the front foot. And Now I will go down into my front foot, 1, and of course we're starting with the most easy level of difficulty. Yes, we're not talking about hips, not shoulder blades, we're just talking about steps. So, and forward cross, 1. Now on end, we need to rise up on our standing leg. Now we will also put our foot to the side. And on count number 2, we will come back to our inside leg or right leg. I will later explain you why I'm calling it the inside leg as well. Again, second half, second part, and the straightening. Forward walk, 1. Straightening side and come back to your left leg, 2. Now, if you will look at the button focus action as the sequence of the figures, and I will ask Nika to demonstrate it and play her slightly further away. So you will see that there is like a middle plane and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. That Nika is crossing. That's why each time you have like an inside leg or the one that in the middle, 1, or the one that is on your side that you pushing away. A small tip that will help you to make your button focus easier is on my side step. Is it step to the right or step to the left? Doesn't matter. My heel is not touching the floor. Yes, so sometimes when we're teaching kids button focus, we telling them that we have like a hedgehog with spikes, very nice, very pretty, a hedgehog under my heel. So if I will step on it, I will feel pain. Kids love to talk that story about animals, and that's why it works so well. So I just share with you that example because I don't think that we need to talk about animals today at all. But please keep your heel very high up. And I'm not transferring fully weight to my foot. I'm just compress and leave.
It will be the same what we had in previous our move.
Yes. In Samba walk, stationary Samba walk. So compress and leave. And in general, if you look at these two figures and you will combine them, they're very similar. They're very similar. Instead of closing, I have cross, and then again, the same action. Instead of going back, I do side and replace. And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Very good. Very good. Now, let's increase the level of difficulty. And first level, the first difficult thing that we'll do, we'll talk about hips. Yes, we'll talk a little bit about hips. So we will do a crunch as we did in the beginning. And then our hip will go to the side and we will keep it on the side. So when I will come back, don't move, please. When I will come back, I will have very high lifted hip. Yes, like someone took a fishing hook, hook it here and lift it up. Yes, someone got a very nice fish. And we move on up and forward and side, stop, zip, catch the hip, and then, oh no, I lost the fish. And keep it, wonderful. So this is more advanced level when we start to add hips as well. Yes, let's try it all together. Now, we will do it in a shadow position today. So my partner will be in the front of me and I will be her shadow. I will put my arm on her shoulder blade and we will both start on our left leg. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, leaders and followers, please be very careful with your feet. We don't want to hit the partner. And the same thing, we don't want to step on our partner's feet. So be very careful. Keep your feet under your body. Make smaller steps because Samba is very fast dance. One more time, please. Shadow position. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, and you see that Nika made a very nice arm action. Would you like to tell us a little bit more about it? Just a few sentences, how you're using your elbow and your wrist.
Of course, arm styling is one option which is really very important in dancing. And as for me, all ladies, you have own feelings how you would like to open your arm. So please, all options I'm sure will be very good. For me, really very good works like when I'm close my arm and then with elbow, I'm starting from elbow, I'm open my arm. So before open, I need to close it. So we can try close it, open, close, down. For example, this is one of first options which usually people are starting to use. So one more time. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Of course, who dance like few years, you can use different options like here and up, forward, one more time, up or to the side.
A little bit further, please.
Which one you like the most? Of course, we have different options, like you can use different parts, like show your head,
like
fingers.
Your hair. Yes, that's very pretty.
A lot of different things. Please choose option which will work for you.
Very good. Thank you very much. I was also trying to do something behind. Leaders, for us, life is way more simple. Our goal is to be strong and to support our partner. So we make it as simple as possible, our arm styling. We're just trying to keep it straight, to take a lot of space that our partner can fill with her beautiful, beautiful, elegant arm styling. Yes? Now, we would like also to show you a second type of the Boryseiko, which is more advanced. Yes, and I know that we are out of the time, but I really want to share it with you. I hope, Nika, you too want to share it as well. Sure. So we will start with the same intro position. We'll keep our weight on our left leg, nice and soft. Now, if the first option we did through the volta action, now we'll do it through a forward diagonal step. So we will straight our knee and we'll make a forward progressive step. 1. Then I need to collect my feet and I finish the same way as I would do through the whisking action. 2. Again, and 1 and 2. Now, because I'm adding additional count, I have number 1 or 2. I have and I have Oh my God. I know that sounds so complicated, but this is very clear dividing of the actions inside the figure. And I think we have a question. Cindy.
Yes. One question was, there's a question and a statement. Does the hand go to the side position at the same time as stepping to the right?
Nika, I think it's a question to you, please.
Yes, sure. The moment when my leg is starting to go to the side, I'm open my arm too. All my sides, it works together. 2. The same, if I go to the left, it will be 1, 2. So my leg and my arm, they always work together. 1, 2, 1, 2, or it can be this 2.
The other thing what we can try to do all together is the figure called crisscross Boryseiko. It's the figure that built on the Boryseiko, but we will move and cross each other. Ladies or followers, you will start on your left leg and right foot will be behind. You can choose which option of the Boryseiko you would like to do, through the volta, through the front step. And ladies, also please pay attention to Nika's arm styling. Now we'll talk about left arm. Yes, gentlemen, we'll start on our right leg and our arm will be just to the side. So lady, in the first action,
I need to close my arm. When we dance in couple, with partner, with leader, first step, and I collect my leg, and at the same moment, I need to collect my arm. This is very important for health of my leader.
Very important,
we need
ladies.
to think about them.
Very important. Way more important than everything else.
And one. Now we have turn and just turn.
Oh, I'm too rush.
Now I will open my leg and arm in the same moment. Up, two. I will collect my left leg and left arm in the same moment. And I will go one. I will open my and turn and now I will open my right leg and my left arm together in the same moment. Up, two. Let's do one more time. And one and up, two, and one and up, two.
Very good. Sorry, I as the leader have to be always a little bit ahead of my follower. Even when she's counting, I still have to be slightly ahead of her. Very good. So you probably get understanding why we call the crisscross Boryseiko, because always we crossing each other, and ladies, you always going under the bridge or under the window that your leader supposed to prepare for you. One under, ta-da, and under, ta-da, and under, ta-da, and under, ta-da. Very good. Why don't we try it all together? If you want to do a shadow Boryseiko, please do them in the shadow. If you want to do a crisscross, do a crisscross Boryseiko. The difference will be for the shadow, ladies, you will work with your right arm only. And for the crisscross, you will work with your left arm. So which one you feel more confident, do that option. Okay, and we will, with Nika, do a crisscross. Yes, with the music. Six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful. Very good. Now we would like to make a small summary of what we learned today, and I hope you're still not too tired and you're still concentrating on us. So we spoke with you about 2 types of the samba bounce. One was more about the knees and knees. The second one was more about the figure 8. Then we developed our side action into types of the whisk that you have written in the chat. So if you want to write them down, use them while they're here, while they're there, here in the chat. Well, in the chat. So we spoke with you about whisk with knees action, with these. We spoke with you about whisk and a heap. We spoke with you whisk and a heap. Then we switched with you to a ronde whisk, ronde whisk, ronde, and then a big ronde, grande ronde, 2. And then ladies, they made an underarm turn. We're just enjoying our regular whisk, gentlemen. We're very happy that we don't need that turn. Maybe some of you happy, some of you don't. And we spoke with you about stationary samba walks. 2 types that we discussed. One was more that we're starting our first meeting in the samba, that more about replacing of the weight at 2 titty. The second version was more about heaps and more action pushing leg. Yes, and then we spoke with you about Boryseiko, 2 types. 2 types of position and 2 types of Boryseiko. The one was shadow position. And we spoke about voltas. That's good. Sorry. Thank you very much. And volta and side. volta, and side. And second one was crisscross and with the forward walk. Walk, side, walk, side. Very good, very good. And as the small present from us with Nika, would like to do a small routine for you with the music from the figures that we made today. There will be one bonus that unfortunately we didn't have enough time today to do, but we'll definitely keep it for the next Samba class that we'll have in the future. One day, stay with us, stay with USA Dance. So what we will do, we'll do 2 stationary Samba walks. 1, 2, 3, whisk with underarm turn. 1, 2, 1, double stationary Samba walk. 2, 3, into Botafogo. Bam, ba bam, bam. 2 slow voltas. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then fast 5, 6, 7, 8. So we would like to demonstrate it for you with the music. Okay, and I think in the end, we would like to say one more time, thank you for USA Dance Charlottesville chapter for having us today. We are very, very happy to share with you our knowledge. We are very happy to dance for you today and hear your questions, let's be honest. We didn't hear you because you stayed muted, but see you. I think we all miss dancing a lot. We all miss dancing with other people. So stay safe, please. Stay with us, stay with USA Dance. We'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.
All the best. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Thank you very, very much.
We're staying for the questions.
Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you both for this great class. So appreciate all the time you put into preparing for us, and we'll have the video out so people can review all the material soon as well. But for just a moment, I'd like to speak to all of our participants, please. First, thank you for joining us for this free class tonight. We're thrilled to see you. We hope you had fun, and we always welcome any feedback in the chat or later. You can contact us anytime. Secondly, USA Dance Charlottesville provides a way for us to show additional support for our wonderful teachers. We provide contact information to you, including donation information, for each instructor following each of our free online Zoom classes. We make it easy for you to privately send individual contributions to support these dedicated teachers as you choose. You can use PayPal to send a contribution to Vlad and Nika using the information which I'll copy into the chat window momentarily, and we will also publish it afterwards as well for your reference. We will share the video of this class to our YouTube channel, and we'll publish information about that soon. Our YouTube channel link will be added to the chat window also, and you'll find it in our online information. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn notifications on to see our growing collection of free online dance classes. Going forward, keep track and keep watching for our monthly class updates for 2021. You can check our website, Facebook pages, subscribe to our email list. We'll be letting you know what's going on next. We look forward to seeing you again soon.